Hello, hello, hello. It is your old friend Jarrod Alberich, the yard sale artist, back again with another book page sketch for you. I hope everybody's doing very well on this Saturday. So, let's talk about what we've got going on today. I'm going to be doing another book page sketch like yesterday's Captain Kirk out of this book Probe. I'm going to be doing a Spock to match the Kirk out of the same book. And as usual, the hard part is finding a page that mentions the character's name on it, but I'm good to go on this one. Spock is mentioned on this page. I want you to welcome you guys to the Long Box Crusade live stream. Definitely would encourage you to check out our podcast feed on any of your more reputable podcast catchers. Just look for Long Box Crusade. As always, I'm listening to the smooth sounds of Joe November. His SoundCloud page is in the show notes, so feel free to check that out if you like good beats. So I've got a rough pencil line sketch out, and I'm going to start the ink work with a Pigma Micron 08 pen. My favorite pen to start with. It puts down a pretty thick line, not too thick. And as we talked about yesterday, if you were here, I like to use thicker, more basic shapes for a book page sketch, because any kind of super detail is really not even going to show up in a book page sketch because of the words. So it's all about getting the essence of the character onto the book page. Spock's hairline. Got that bowl cut. Spock rocks that bowl cut, y'all. Pointy ear. I hope you guys are having a great Saturday as we do another book page sketch today. Page right out of Probe, Star Trek novel. And today it's going to be all about Mr. Spock. If you're watching, say hey in the chat. Ask any questions you like. We're just going to hang out for this will probably take me about 30 minutes on this here Saturday. Where I'm at, it's cold and rainy. And so I'm just going to take a little time on my studio table today and toss down a little Leonard Nimoy action.
Our text for today concerns life in the beginning as manifested.
Book page sketching today. Hello to everybody who's watching. Hope you're having a wonderful Saturday. And I hope you're excited for some Star Trek action today. Gonna make a companion piece for the Captain Kirk that I did yesterday. And like I said, I should be done in about 25 minutes or so. I'm Jarrod Alberich, the yard sale artist from the Long Box Crusade. I hope you guys are having a great weekend. As I draw some Mr. Spock. So, hey everybody. Just stopping by and poking in, peeking at, see what's going on. Be sure to say hey in the chat. We're just going to doodle and talk today. And right now we're just getting our simple line work done. bit of the mouth. What up, Christatos and Scorpio in the chat? How you guys doing? Christatos, if you want a link to get in backstage, I'm happy to send you one. Just let me know, buddy. Or you know how to get in backstage. You should be able to join without a link. But if you need one, let me know, Scorpio. I hope you're having a really great Saturday. Yeah, we're going to be all about some Spock today. Oh, there's a puppy parade in Dothan today, huh? Yeah, it's just really kind of cold and miserable where me and Scorpio are from. I got just hanging out in the house. Did some yard sailing because it's Saturday. Well, let me not lie. I didn't do any yard sailing. My wife went yard sailing today. Brought home quite the boon of exciting things. So I got some cool stuff that I'm going to be putting on eBay soon. I hope you're having a good day, Christatos. It's probably pretty chilly where you are, too, because it's usually pretty chilly where you are. Oh, goodness. Oh, hi to Mini Lady Scorpio. Scorpio or Christatos, either one of you guys. I assume you would have told me by now, but my usual, just want to check and make sure that the volume levels are okay, that the smooth tunes of Joe November in the background are not too loud or too quiet, as balanced with my voice. I think I've got the balance going. Hello, everybody. If you want to see some Spock from Star Trek get drawn out, well, that's what I'm doing today. Right here on the Longbox Crusade Network. As usual, I encourage you all, if you don't already, to point your podcast catchers to Longbox Crusade. You'll get all the shows we do on that network. In fact, today, a new episode came out of the actual show Longbox Crusade, the show that started it all, where we look at an issue of Phantom Stranger from 1970. That was fun. None of us had ever read any Phantom Stranger before. So that was a unique experience and a fun show. So check that out, Longbox Crusade. All right, thanks for stopping by, Scorpio. Say hey to the puppies for me and try to stay warm. Christatos says he's going to do a live stream of Christatos Cleans later on. So I guess we get to watch Christatos clean his house. That'll be fun. Oh, goodness. So since we're doing another Star Trek today, a companion piece to the Kirk from yesterday, my question for those of you watching or in the chat is going to be, who is your favorite Star Trek character? I'm talking original series. I mean, if you want to go off the beaten path and throw up a character that's not from the original series, but I'm talking like mostly hardcore, like are you a Spock guy, Kirk guy, Sulu, McCoy, Uhura, Chekhov, Scotty? Who's your jam from the original Star Trek? I want to know. Cristados had to go off script and say Janeway and Archer. Said that's all right if you want to do a non-original cast member. And you would pick two that I've never seen anything of. I've never seen any Enterprise, and I've never seen any Voyager, so I wouldn't know. I'll take your word for it, though, Cristados, that those are good, solid characters. So Courtney's in the chat. Good to see you, Courtney. And Courtney says, other than Captain Kirk, she's a Spock lover. And that's cool, Courtney. I'm glad. Easy to love Spock, right? Got most of my basic lines down here. If you've ever seen me do a book page sketch on the stream before, which I've done a couple recently, you'll know that once I get these base lines down, I will do the outside edge in a thicker Sharpie marker. So you get the more, so it'll pop out more from the words on the page. I got all my base lines down there. Time to fill in some blanks. And Cristados suggests that we do a podcast on Enterprise, the TV show. And I wouldn't be opposed to that in all of our spare time, Cristados. Oh, Cristados and I have so many podcast ideas, but time is the enemy. There's not enough time to do them all. All right, so now I'm doing my thickened up outline so that the character will actually pop out from the page, from all these words on the book page, and really become more striking. Almost creates a 3D effect as it pulls him out of the background and into the foreground. Cristados, another idea turned down again. I mean, I didn't say no. I just said you've got to find a way to give us the time to do it, Cristados. Let's see. Courtney says, I was watching the Kobe Bryant tribute that the Lakers did last night. Oh, I bet that was nice. I'm sure they did it upright. I've been watching a lot of movies over the last couple days. I watched Missing in Action Part 2. I watched Rocky, the original. And I got about halfway through Shaft today. Then I decided to do a little bit of work, and I'll finish Shaft up a little later on. The original 1971 Shaft. What up, Clinton? It's good to see you here in the chat. And yeah, I'm making a companion piece to yesterday's drawing. We're going to add a Spock in with yesterday's Kirk, who is sitting right here. You got those for comparison. I hope you're having a great Saturday, Clinton. Thanks for stopping by. Always appreciate the support. We got Clinton, we got Pat, and we got Courtney in the chat. Clinton, you might not have been here earlier. I asked who your favorite original Star Trek character was. Pat obviously evaded the answer by picking Archer or Janeway, which, you know, neither one of them are originals, but that's okay. Do you have an OG original, or are you like Pat? Are your favorites outside of the OG Star Trek? Oh, you're a Bones man. Oh, I love Bones. Yeah, he's cool. I think the Bones and Spock dynamic is a huge part of what sells Star Trek. All right, we got some of our heavier lines done. I still have to do around the head, though. Almost forgot. Bottom of the ear, top of the ear. Get this sticking up out here. Get this ear. Neck, just a little bit into the face, a little bit into the chin. And we've got ourselves a pretty solid outline of Mr. Spock. Not Dr. Spock. It always bugs me when people say, oh, Dr. Spock. No, that's the guy who wrote the books on child rearing. This is Mr. Spock. I think he started out as Commander Spock and then eventually became Captain Spock. I'm going to start throwing color down, and I've started in the Prisma box with Warm Gray 70. It's going to be my highlight color for the strap. All right. It's funny enough to put it on the big board. Cristados says, damn it, Jarrod. I'm a podcaster, not an artist. You're a podcasting artist. Your podcasting is like watching fine art be made, Christatos. Yep, that's right. I'm humming along with the Joe November tunes. If you need to know more about this music, then check the show notes for Joe November's SoundCloud page. Or if you just want to go to SoundCloud and search Joe November, you will find it. Just doing a little cleanup. Some of the pencil work I have left behind. Got a few stray pencil lines to clean up. I throw the color on it. All right, then. I'm going to find a really, really light gray to put some accents into his hair. Let's see what I can come up with out of the box of Prisma colors. I got 20% French gray. That'll work. Just going to put a few highlights into his reflective hair there. All right, we'll do some skin work. As always, I would use light peach for the base and then light tan to shade that. I hope everybody's having a wonderful Saturday. I know Cristados is because he's out there cleaning the house. Hey, what up, Blast It or Stash It? I'm happy to answer that question there in the chat, Blast It or Stash It. I'm just doing a book page sketch today. Yesterday I did Kirk on a page from this book Probe, and today I'm going to make the complimentary piece to go with Captain Kirk of Mr. Spock. We're just having some fun in the chats. Half the fun is finding out what the names of these colored markers that I use are, because the good people at Prisma sometimes will pick some pretty funny, and they try to spice it up, you know, make the name sound like real artsy and clever. But right now it's just light peach. I use light peach a lot, for skin tone. So this one's getting close to dying. I think my other light peach marker might be dead, so I have to order some pretty soon. GLHG in the house. And Clinton asks, have you ever drawn the Enterprise? No, I don't think I have ever drawn the Enterprise. That would be a good idea to put the Enterprise on one of these book pages. I might have to take you up on that, Clinton. I normally don't like to do vehicles a lot, but I will say that one of my better selling book page sketches is when I draw Christine, the car, on a page of Christine. And that's not too hard, so I certainly could probably transition that skill and ability over to the Enterprise. Make it so. I was going to move the banner so you guys could see it, but then Cristado said move the banner so we can see. And I don't do what you tell me to do. If you ask nice, maybe I will. Was just about to do that, but then Cristados got demanding, so he, just saying he ruined it for everybody. I mean, please would have been nice. That's all I'm saying. There, your banner's gone. Mr. Demanding. Yeah, Pat's here just to be demanding today. Demanding Pat, that's what we call him. I'm watching you in that ice, DJ Cristados. How about this song? Everybody liking this background song? Where have you heard it before? Yeah, people love it when I sing along with the music. Yeah, Courtney, I hope you're definitely feeling better. Courtney's got your number. Cristado says you're sounding like Beatty with your demands. Yeah. That DJ Cristados, man. Slave driver. Everybody loves the theme. The Crusader Chronicles and the Longbox Crusade. Well, by everybody, I mean me at least. Ah, yes, Clinton. You are correct, sir. This is Musical Genius songs at the best. We are definitely listening to some Joe November. Link to his SoundCloud is in the show notes, sir. I encourage everybody to check that out. Hopefully, I'll be seeing Joe in a couple of months. We can get another Comics to Console crusade coming y'all's way. That's one of my favorite shows that we do that doesn't come out super often. Love Comics Console Crusade. Last one was probably my favorite one, and I can't think of why. Just it felt like we had just the perfect amount of people on. It was me and Joe, and that was it. For some reason, that was better than the couldn't keep a straight face, Cristados. I was kidding. It's better when you're there. So I've been at this piece for about 24 minutes now. We are closing in. As we learned yesterday, it might take me just around, I think it ended up being like 38 minutes yesterday to do one of these. Pat has been busy. GLHG. He's been busy with his day job, whereas I have the exact opposite of that problem. I don't have any problems at all. That's why I've been out here drawing and having fun, just laughing at Pat. Pat has been busy. I'm going to use Spanish orange, by the way. Spanish orange, ladies and gentlemen. Hola, ¿cómo está? Use that on his insignia and on his wristbands. His rank, if you will. And then you guys know that my favorite darkening color for yellow is goldenrod. So goldenrod has made another one. I agree, Clint. And it does need to come out more often. But we try to fit into Joe's schedule. And Joe is the recent papa of twins. So you can imagine how tough it can be for him to find recording time. Goldenrod has been applied, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. I'm going to use blush pink on Spock's lips, just to give them a slightly different hue than the rest of his skin tone. And here's a little known fact about Spock. If you look really closely, Spock wears eyeshadow, basically. He has a hint of purple under his eyebrow and above his eyelid. I'm going to just throw a hint of purple in there as well. We're down to pretty much just the shirt. And then Courtney, you know what comes after the shirt. You know what comes after the shirt. Courtney knows. I don't know if everybody else knows, but after the shirt's done, she knows what's coming. Let's see here. I've got a blue that I really like to use on Spock's shirt in the Sharpie box. So I'm going away from the Prismas and into the Sharpies. You've got that right. You got that right. It's going to be circle time, and your friend the Cup is going to be showing up. Yeah, here we go. Good base color for the shirt right here. And they're actually not even Sharpies. They're like Sharpies. They're made by Bic. And they're inexpensive markers, but they're great when you just need to fill, an area of color like I'm about to do for your base color. So I'm just going to start bringing in. And I just really think this blue is a pretty good match for the actual blue of the shirt that you see on the TV series. Now, Gio, we covered this. I know you weren't able to attend yesterday when we did the Kirk drawing, but I don't have plates that small. You know how I love to use plates, but for a smaller piece like this, I don't have plates that small. So I will end up using the Cup. Ooh, this marker is dying on me. I hope I got enough juice left in the other one because I got a lot more blue to go. Let me get as much mileage out of this guy as I can. He is struggling. Yep. So we're going to have us another book page sketch here soon. So just trying to get as much mileage out of this guy right here as I can before this marker gives up the ghost. And then let's see here. I'm going to boom. Yeah, I might have to give this one a rest. It's dying. Come on, Blue Skies Blue. Backup marker. Oh, you can see it's coming. It's coming. A lot better than the other one. I tell you what, I will be honest with you, because of the way these book pages are, are made from a cheaper paper because they're pages from books. They're very absorbent, so they do tend to kill markers pretty quick. That's the only downside to doing the book page sketches. They are hard on markers. I've got Clinton basically singing in the chat about Spock's uniform is blue. Ba-do be-la beep-ba. I didn't know justice, but I get your meaning, Clinton. We are getting there. Get that base level blue down. Oh, goodness. Everybody, I hope you're having a good Saturday today. I hope it's nice and relaxing for you. And you don't have anything to do. That's the best kind of Saturdays. You just don't have anything to do today. You know, there's no rest for a yard sale artist. In fact, Saturday is my biggest day because that's the yard sale day. And as I admitted earlier today, I actually didn't go yard sailing today, but my wife did. Brought home a bounty of things. Sometimes she likes to go with her dad. They kind of do a dad-daughter thing and go yard sailing together, which is nice. Oh, GLHG asks, do I have any thoughts on tomorrow's game? Well, I'm assuming that you're talking about a poker tournament of some kind. I'm just kidding. I know it's the Super Bowl. I don't keep up with NFL terribly much, my friend. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's the Chiefs and the 49ers in the Super Bowl tomorrow. And from what little I have captured this season, which isn't a ton, I am feeling the 49ers vibe for tomorrow. If I'm even correct in that those are the two teams that are in it. Blaster Stash, it says Saturday is Costco Day. Well, essentially, because it's my yard sailing day, that's very similar. We're out getting them bargains, Blasted or Stash it. Courtney says she has thoughts on the Super Bowl. The halftime show is going to be fire. And Clinton asks, do people ever send you tales of their yard sale glories? Occasionally I do. I kind of wish more people would. I love chatting about the yard sale scene and the incredible deals that you can find on the yard sale scene. I'll tell you guys right now, today's big score, what Johanna brought home, was a huge amount of anime on DVD. Like, she bought this dude's entire anime collection, and we're not huge anime people, so I'll probably end up just flipping it on eBay because she got such an incredible deal on it. No Robotech, though, Pat. Don't worry, there's no Robotech in there. Saturday's a work day for you, GL. That's a shame. GL, obviously, you don't need to if you don't want to. I don't want to get anybody into trouble, but if you want to share what your day job is, what your Saturday job is, I'm all ears. But if you don't want to, that's cool. I get it that some people want to keep that private. All right, now it's time to find our darker blue. Gonna try to use ultramarine for my shade on this and see how I feel about it. So I'll just test it out right here under his underarm. Yeah, I like that. That'll work. So we're going to be adding throwing some shade, as the kids say, onto Mr. Spock here. Yeah, that's right. I use the dope phrases that the kids use. They probably don't say dope anymore, but, whatever. Give him some shadows. Two-tone shading, my favoriteest thing, as those who watch the channel will know. I love a simple two-tone shade work. Sleeve is looking all right. Just a little bit. A little bit of a shade here under his. There we go. Give a little definition. Check the chat. Let's see what's going on there. No Robotech Bat. No Sailor Moon. Yeah, let's see. Clinton says, start watching y'all or send it my way. That's called pulling a Pat. Pat always wants me to send him whenever I find at yard sales. And if it was up to me, I probably would, but my wife, no, she ain't having that. Yeah, I would say Johanna is Pat's biggest enemy when it comes to the yard sale finds. I'll tell you one thing I did find, Clinton. I found... I found an anime that I've seen before, and I haven't seen a lot of anime, but one I really like. It's the Highlander. They did a Highlander anime. I watched with Joe November, who's a big anime fan, and I really like that one. I saw it probably, 15 years ago or so at Joe's place when we were both living in Texas. And I really liked it. So I was excited to see that one. I'll probably put that one on my Plex server before I let it go. I just remember really liking it. GLHG says he's a guard of Sector 2814 here in space. So I get it, GL. It's funny. And you're doing a good job, man. Keep those big-time supervillain threats away. It's all we can ask of you, sir. Well, we just about got it there. I'm going to try to see if I can milk any more out of these sky blue Bic markers. Yeah, I mean, they're not the high-end marker. They're very affordable. I bet they get the job done. I ain't raining on no Bic marker parade. I've used several of them. I'm just going to do a little cross hatching here. Give it a little cross effect. Make it pop a little bit. Yeah, kind of like that. And you know what time it is. Courtney's been waiting this whole time just to see it. Courtney wants to know what show is everybody watching on Netflix. Well, Courtney, right now it's all about my 5-year-old. And so the show that we are watching a lot of on Netflix is Skylanders cartoon, because he loves the Skylanders. All right, it's cup time, so here we go. Courtney, your day is now complete. You got to see the cup in action once again. Now, I know everybody here is a big fan of the show, but if you haven't already, please, especially if you're on YouTube, please like this and subscribe to our channel. I think all of our watchers today have taken care of that, but Hey, it bears repeating. Okay. So, we are pretty much done with the piece. Go into my bag of tricks here and grab a protector. Looks like this one took me about 40 minutes. Put this in here so it'll travel to a convention nicely, or if anybody out there who's watching or rewatching on this video is interested, you can always hit me up if you're interested in purchasing anything you see. So there's Kirk and Spock on pages from the Star Trek novel Remove My Light, so you can actually see that. Probe, Kirk, Spock, book page sketches. Thank you guys for all being here and supporting. I, of course, appreciate it. I am Jarrod Alberich, the yard sale artist, aka Death Probe from the Longbox Crusade Network, encouraging you, if you don't already, to grab your podcasting app and point it towards Longbox Crusade. You get all the fun shows we do there. As usual, the music you hear in the background is provided by Joe November. Check out his SoundCloud page, which is down in the show notes, or you can simply go to SoundCloud and search Joe November. And of course, for me, you can just go to theyardsaleartist.com. Once again, that's theyardsaleartist.com. And that's about it. Thank you to my usuals, Clinton, Courtney, GLHG. We saw Scorpio today. We saw Pat today. Really appreciate it. And I will see you guys soon for the next thing that hits my drawing table. And thanks for being here. Bye.